Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to school. This is a crazy time. We are going to get through this. I know there's a lot of uncertainty in the world and also in schooling, so just know that we're going to be flexible and we're going to try to do this the best we can and get through it. So, as you can see, I am not dressed for being a professor. I've got a t-shirt on. I have not shaved in a while, but hey, that's the way it is. I have been quarantined with my 3 small children and my wife, and trying to work, but also having a little bit of fun as well. Okay, so a couple little comments here. Crazy time, this quarantine, all this shutdown, lockdown stuff is a little bit scary, and it will be this way for a while. Unfortunately, it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it needs to be done. Not since the polio scares that ended finally in the 1950s have we had such a shutdown, quarantine, where people are scared to do things. If you're not familiar with polio and the polio situation, just Google it. Wikipedia even's got some good information. There's some YouTube videos, kind of the same type of scary deal where you had, polio is waterborne instead of airborne, and so people were scared to go to the beach and drink the public water and all this stuff. They shut down beaches and all kinds of things, and but a vaccine came and they got through it. But nothing in our lifetime, really in our parents' lifetimes, has there been such a thing like this. When I was a kid, the only thing that came close to this was the Cold War was still going on, and there was always this fear of nuclear war and all this other stuff, and there were lots of protections and things put in place that were there just in case the worst happened, and luckily, at least to this point, it hasn't. So anyways, it's just an unprecedented time for all of us. Businesses are shutting down or being forced to shut down, and it's a little bit crazy. People are hoarding toilet paper, people doing all kinds of crazy things. So in this little video that I'm recording, this is nothing important. I'm going to try to do lots of these little random videos. I've got a weird, dry sense of humor as I'm walking back and forth in this parking lot. A couple questions for you I want you to respond to in the comment if you're so inclined. Obviously not required. First of all, in the midst of this quarantine, what are you doing? I'm sure you're watching TV. What shows are you binging? Anything on Netflix or Prime Video or Hulu that I would like to see? Anything you can recommend? I'm currently watching a show on Hulu called Letterkenny. It is super dry, super vulgar. If you're into dry conversational humor, give it a try. But if not, then don't, because you won't find it funny at all. My wife and I watch completely separate shows. She's watching Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, something like that, so give that a try. What about music? Any new music this old guy should be listening to? I'm a huge music fan, and I'm just curious to see what you guys are into. Okay? What other things are you doing to pass the time? I mentioned we have little kids. We are spending a lot of time just playing, and we've played Twister and made lots of puzzles, and they're real small, so we play with lots of toys and things as well. Okay? So those are my questions for the day. Post those in the comments if you are so inclined. Like I said, it's not required, but I'd be curious to see. We need to communicate with each other and entertain each other and hang in there. We will get through this, and we will get through it just fine. So hopefully all this pacing back and forth in the background hasn't made you dizzy. If it has, I'm sorry. So anyways, hang in there. We'll talk again soon. Appreciate you guys. See you soon.